know, it's hard to not be moved standing in a place like this. Not because of this amazing oak tree that I'm standing under. I'm in New Orleans, Louisiana, a place called Chalmette, which is right outside of the downtown metro New Orleans area. That's not why I'm moved. What I'm moved about is I'm actually standing at a national cemetery for soldiers who have lost their lives, who've served our country over the years, going all the way back to the War of 1812, who actually was fought from a battleground standpoint in that field that you see over behind me. And it was the battle that actually makes it possible for us not to have to speak with a British accent today, because it's when the War of 1812, America was fighting against Britain and against the English. And this battleground that's not far from here was the deciding factor in that war. Andrew Jackson came down, led a group of soldiers to come down and fight into it. Jean Lafitte, the famous pirate, came in and served. And because of his efforts, Jackson's and the American soldiers defeated a much better trained, much larger army. They stood up against odds. And over the years, the men and women who've lost their lives, who sacrificed their lives, did so in pursuit, they may not even recognize it as much then, in pursuit of the word freedom. Not freedom for themselves. It's freedom that's cascaded itself down for generations. And we don't have a perfect environment, perfect society, perfect government, perfect country. But I've been having a lot of conversations with people that talks about the freedoms that we do have. Here's my challenge for you. Tonight, before you put your head on the pillow, today, whenever you watch this video, today I challenge you to get a piece of paper out and write down freedoms that you do have. Write down freedoms that you do have. Freedoms to pursue education. Freedoms to literally worship in a manner that you choose to. My stepdaughter's in Cambodia, a totally different environment over there. She's been in the mission field in Africa, now in Cambodia. There's freedoms that people wish they had over there that we sometimes take for granted. The reason why I think it's really important is that there's a lot of disunity that's going on. There's a lot of energy that's being burned right now that are because of differences. And I think that those differences need to be acknowledged. They need to be looked at. They need to be discussed. They need to be debated. They need to be argued about. But more importantly, right now, for you, I think it's important for you to recognize and stand on what freedoms do you have. Lean into that. Lean into that. Chronicle that. And I think that you're going to get fuel out of that will help you as you take courses, as you fight the battles, as you fight some of the unfairness that we see going on around us from time to time. Sometimes a lot. We all have to step up, and we all have to stand on the understanding and the belief that our country is based on the pursuit of freedoms, and there's a lot that we have to be very grateful for. Would you look forward to an interview that I'm going to be doing shortly with Alejo Orvañanos, where we to discuss this, who was actually originally from Mexico and moved here a few years back, and he and I are going to spend some time talking about the subject of unity and the freedoms that our country has compared to what he's experienced in his life, and that is as Americans, as leaders, that we need to recognize, we need to embrace, because we need to fuel ourselves up as we fight the economic circumstances we're dealing with today, that we see the potential and the opportunities that are in front of us, that a lot of it is based upon our freedoms. Go out there and relish in that, because you realize that the freedoms that you have in front of you will help you to be extraordinary.